Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is happy hour. Yes, it is. Welcome to Open Bar Discussion today. I know it's been a minute seeing me. I'm your co-host, Natalia.
You're not the co-host. You are the host
I'm the co-host and the host.
of the show.
Yes.
The Open Bar Discussion.
So I'm the host and co-host of the show.
Okay, I guess that's what it
I
is.
mean, I run, yeah. The only thing I'm not doing is the engineering. Mark.
Yeah, how you
Lovely
doing?
engineer.
How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm wonderful. I had a good day today.
Did you?
I had a good week.
What did your day consist of today that made it so great?
Well, today I got called in work last
Okay.
minute. I showed up. It was extra pay. Love.
Dig it.
So I work at a nurse home. I'm a care tech. And it was a breezy shift today. I had a lot of residents to take care of. But what really sparked my day is one of my residents, I was in a room and I asked him, did he need anything before I leave? And his wife was there. And his wife just left out. And he said, he just had this smile and said, are you feeling good? He said, I'm feeling good. I was like, what's wrong? He said, I'm good. I'm happy. I was like, I just want to tell you something. I was like, what do you want to tell me? He said, I am so happy that I married the woman that I have today. I said, okay. I said, well, explain. He said, yes, because he had, insurance.
T-Boz, what's happening?
Health. Hey, T-Boz, she's always.
She always on it.
Always. I love it. He said, I have insurance, like, health insurance, all of that. And he said it doubled. So the money doubled. When he first started, his wife would have got $1 million. Now, because he's getting older in his age, I guess the age you hit the
Right.
limit, and she can't get it anymore if he was to pass on, when he do pass on. So she said to him, she said, I don't care about the money. She said, I'd rather have you. You are worth more than $2 million and $1 million. And that just made me feel, I said, that's love. And a lot of people don't look at love like that. They don't even.
In this day and age, it's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite. People will look at the opportunity, right, when he was worth $2 million in insurance money, and looked for a reason to cash in on it. It's been people like that. I can recall a young rapper dude from Chicago. I can't remember his name, and his name don't really need publicity, but he ended up murdering his mother for insurance money.
I saw that.
And, so when you have people like that out here, then, yeah, he was probably sitting there in a moment of realizing, like, this woman, is really for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
As opposed to someone who has an agenda. A lot of people have agendas. They have motives, when they come into people's lives. They see opportunity,
Yeah.
and they come in and they try to attach themselves directly to that opportunity for the sakes of benefiting themselves. You got to recognize them snakes in the grass. Right?
And that's why today's topic is fair exchange.
Ain't no robbery.
All right. So let's get into it. So first thing I want to say, I had a good week this week. Let me do some shout outs, get that out the way. And last week, I went to go see Tamar Braxton at the Soundboard Thursday. Friday was 7 Mile Radio Traffic Jam. That was fun. It was out a good time. And then I got a little little interruption that interfered, but we're going to get into that. So this
minor nothingness.
Yeah, minor nothingness, And so this week really brought it back. Like my energy, it was just perfect. So I got the chance Tuesday I got the chance to do a little engineering, and I got the chance to premiere on 3 shows.
A couple of
this
different
week?
shows this week,
Yeah.
You engineered 2 shows and you guest host, I believe, on 1. I can't remember. And then you're
I
gonna
do Face the Music.
Face the Music.
Shout out
you were
to
on.
Face the Music. Shout out to Love Language, and shout out to Keisha Key at the Keisha Key Show
Yes.
for having me there yesterday.
Yes.
And also another shout out to Miss Sage the podcast.
Delina, Ready Love,
Yes,
from
Ready
Sage the
Love.
podcast. It comes on after your
After
show
me.
today that you will be on again.
Please tune in 7 to 8 p.m. for her show as well. All right. So, yeah,
Go ahead.
so it was a really good week. And messing up with
Somebody's calling me during the show. I'm not picking it up. I don't know who that is. It's not that important. I had to cut it off.
Okay, so let's get back to the topic at hand. So what we were talking about, like how I know you guys feel the same way or have been through how you you get involved with people or just people in your life general, and you are a good person, so you don't mind doing things, you don't mind being there for somebody, helping them out or whatever. And also when you're a team is a team. There is no I in team. But then you have people in this world that don't know they are coming off selfish or inconsiderate. Sometimes people don't know that. So to them, they're just like stuck in their ways and they continue going on and don't know who they're taking from. So what I mean by
What blessings they're
what
blocking.
blessings they're blocking and taking and just being in the way. So yeah, so that's basically what's I've been going through. So I want to know what you guys been going through. Please chime in the chat room. Give me your opinions. Give us
some
some.
examples. I want to ask you, like of I guess a friendship or relationship, even whatever kind of ship where you've went through something like that. If you
I've been through
care
both.
to expound.
Okay, I've been through both. Relationships in depth. Very, very, very. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Okay. I've always been that person, always tried to be the bigger person. I always try to give people the benefit of doubt. Pretty much because I try to put myself in other people's shoes to try to understand what it goes on. This is relationship and friendships. So I'm the type of person I get my shirt off my back and give it to you. That's me. I don't do it out of expectations. Now, what bothers me when I do these things for people and the people I do it for are looking for expectations. So it's not really that they need the help. They want the help because they're expecting something out of you. Have you ever been, like some people just be around you and they see what you got and they see your glory, they see everything. Or they could just be, mesmerized
Some
or
people
motivated.
I've had people that come to like one area of what you just spoke on a little bit. I can speak on. It's like sometimes people come to me when I say, I need help with this or I need help with that. Right? They'll come to me with the guise of wanting to provide that help, but then wanting a receipt for that help. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
it's like,
yes.
I want proof of purchase. I want proof that I did. I want proof that I helped you with this to be known.
Yep.
So I can bring it back up in your face. Or it's like, just for the sake of like, I know the benefits of what you have, so I'm going to help you so I can obligate you to help me.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what. Yeah.
They're not really there to genuinely help you.
No, they're not.
They're there to help themselves.
They'll
really,
help
you know what I'm saying?
themselves. Yes.
And then they wanna use the help that they gave you as a token to
As a
get out of
platform.
you,
Yeah.
as to get out of you what they want. So that's the thing. Like reason why I'm kind of leery on everything, man. It's like that. Shit like that is why my trust issues is kind of where they are. You know what I'm saying with people. You know what
As it should.
I really have to see certain things out of people before I put them in certain place. And even then sometimes like I'm confused, you know what I'm saying? So, or tricked.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Even then you have to evaluate and reevaluate and see how
It's
people
the manipulation.
how people moving, you know what I'm saying? Once they get that close to you and shit.
Yeah,
you know
because
what I mean?
once they get close to you and they know how you are and they know how to get to you, they play on your empathy.
Sometimes people they say people hug you to find a soft spot in your back to stick the knife.
I like that
You know what
one.
I mean? So you got to be careful sometimes. You know what I mean? Some of people's motives.
Yes.
All the time, and that's the reason why I have so many thresholds in place. You know what I mean? As far as almost levels to getting close to me doing business or personal. You know what I mean? It's like it's kind of almost hurdles you got to jump. It's almost proof to me that you are this, you are what you say you are.
And you know what
and
I find?
sometimes people fail. You know what I mean? So like a motherfucker, and it's just like okay.
See, I touched him because he just, yo, he going. I touched
I'm just saying
something
because
today.
because I mean I experienced this a lot in business.
Yeah,
I
every day.
experienced
This
a
is
lot in
every day
business.
in life too. People don't understand that. But I feel like as women, I feel like we have it harder than men do.
I would imagine so.
We do
I'm
because
not
a
gonna
lot of
argue with that.
times people
Because like take the business out of it. Like people will use these type of narratives just because you look the way that you look.
yes, and that's what gets me.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
what gets me.
So
People
it make it even and like how I'm speaking on how hard it is to determine who is who. I would imagine that it's that much more harder for y'all to determine because it's like so many more people is coming at you with this energy, and you have to read this energy and determine who's real and who's phony and who's really there for you and who's not and all of that. So I get it. Trust me, I get it. That's the reason why I don't put a lot of emphasis on inserting myself in anybody's life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like people want me. I am in people's life where they want me to be. I don't push or force myself anywhere for that reason. You know what I mean?
As you
'Cause
should.
I don't want to over obligate myself, and then now people feel like I am, I'm obligated now to.
They put those obligations and those they put obligations on you, and they expect you to do these things because now you've shown them that you could be there for them. And so when you continue to
You
do
gotta
it,
be careful how much you
when
help
you continue
people.
to do it, that's what they're gonna expect. They're gonna keep expecting
you
it.
gotta be,
They're
you gotta
always
be
gonna
careful
have their hands
how
out.
much energy. I ain't even gonna say how much you help. You gotta be careful how much energy
You
put
put
into
into
people,
the help and into
you put
them.
into people, because once you don't have that energy, it's not even that you don't you don't want to. You don't have it. Sometimes
No.
you need it for yourself.
And when you don't have it, you
Now
the
you're
bad guy. You the bad guy. You fake. You funny. Oh, you lying. You doing this. You don't want to do this. Da, da, da. No, I feel like this. If you the type of person that you know your shit stank and you swinging it and you slanging it here and there, and I've been knowing you and we've been helping each other out, but I've never said nothing. But I probably called you out a few times. But you know your shit stank, and you keep throwing it back, and you expect the next person not to smell it. You can't get mad.
I've experienced.
You cannot get
This is the reason
mad.
why I don't
Once when they finally get tired of that smell, they probably been sniffing the shit. But once they've been tired of that smell and they flush that toilet, what you expect them to do? What do you expect? It's like, put yourself in their shoes. And like I said, sometimes you have people that knowingly and unknowingly that they are selfish in their ways. And then you have people that will give and be honoring when it comes, give to others, but when it comes to you, they can't show up. And when they do show up, they half-assing.
Doing the bare minimum.
Doing the bare minimum. And again, I'm not an expectation person. I don't look for expectations type of person. I don't look for expectations for nobody. But I am the type of person, I can do what I can do. If I ever need you, my blessing's going to come in a million ways. It ain't going to have to come for you. It's going to come from somebody else. So I'm never worried about the next move or whatever is going on. So all I'm saying is, if I'm in need of help and I do decide to reach out to you, I don't expect you to be like, oh, I can't do it. Or you tell me I can't do it and turn around and hit me back and ask me for a favor for somebody else. Who does that? That's crazy. And that has happened to me lately. It's been going on and it's just like mind boggling.
Yeah, I practice reciprocating energy. I like to give people the energy that I see them.
And
giving
that's
me,
what
you know what I mean?
that's what I'm doing.
And then
now.
a lot of times you end up being wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh well, you just end up being wrong for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm good at that. Like I can't be anything but that a lot of times. You know what I mean? Sometimes I might check it, sometimes I might not. I just react to it, and I just, reflect that same energy. Sometimes I try to say, hey, well, something is changing. What's going, or identifying a problem. Like, hey, like, this is the way we do business. Like, this is the way we're supposed to do it, and now it's like, what's going on? Like, that's not the way it's supposed to be done. Sometimes I'll address it. Sometimes I'll just react to it and just, diffuse the person from being able to move that way anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how I operate in that space.
Right. So I just want to do a quick shout out, and then I was gonna chime in with T-Vise because she all agreeing. Have you? I want to know what situation you have encountered is similar to this. And go ahead and type your response up in the midst. I want to. Mark got this. So this is wine, Inner Circle Winery, you guys. I'm a wine person. Huh?
Y'all know I got everybody on the.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys heard about this. So I'm a wine person, and I'm 30. So my 30th birthday was this past December. Sagittarius, shout out to us. And I did Cooper Hawks Winery. If you ever heard of Cooper Hawks Winery, it's the best place to go. It's one in Taylor, Michigan, and I believe Clinton Township. But how I heard about it, because I used to live in Miami, it's one in Miami. And it's a good place. But this is not where this came from. So this came from Inner Circle Winery, located here in Detroit, Michigan, in Candy Apple. This is 13% alcohol, and he told me this has CBD in it. Now, what I'm drinking on it in my little plastic cup is just regular wine. I'm drinking Sutter Home Rosé, and this is 12.5% to this 13% alcohol.
Now taste it and see which one you like the
I
taste
am.
of better.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
taste this one. I can't put it in my cup 'cause I don't want to mix it
Yeah, I
up.
don't want to do that.
I'm gonna take it to
Just
the
go
head
ahead
for
and
y'all.
take the shot to the head. Like a
Alright.
G. But yeah, that's a real good tasting wine, might I add. 'Cause
It's
I've had
sweet.
several different flavors. Which one is that you had? the
Candy
flavor?
apple. It's sweet.
I don't know if I had the candy apple.
It's very sweet, and I like dry wine. It's a dry sweet wine, so it's close to like a mixture of rosé and Chardonnay. No, I'm gonna take that back. With a Chardonnay with a little pink Moscato in it. That's what the taste is giving me. That's very sweet. Now that 13%, I didn't douse it. You gotta douse the whole bottle to get that
I
CBD
thought you was
effect.
going. I mean, what you just licked
I
the
just
damn.
wanted to sip it, but you know I'm a douse. Take it to the head.
Just
What they
go
say?
ahead.
Dry the boat.
Drive the boat. Get the whole full effect.
All right. Yeah,
She got it there. Like you.
it's sweet. I'm not.
Man, you're
when it
not
come
a
to
sweet-
wine, when it come to wine.
Why did you pick the apple one then? Why you
I
didn't
just
get the
grabbed
red
the
one?
first thing because when you see clear wine, you think it's dry. It's not supposed to be sweet, but that's a twist, and I like that. Yeah, because I was tasting it on my, savoring it on my tongue and all.
Well, it's very flavorful.
Yeah, it's
that
very
it is. That
flavorful.
it is.
That's
That
good,
it
though.
is.
Yep. So anyways, is she still typing? I guess she was like, I don't know. See, guys, what happened to you? You just got, but we
Just
about to
keep it
move on
going.
too. Anyways, like I was saying, so basically, what about you though? Have you been in a relationship and well, you talked about your friendships, but relationships,
Well, friendships relate as far as what?
like a significant other. Like I remember you telling me about this time. Can I talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Time that you was planning on moving to
Atlanta. Yeah. When I was engaged, yep.
and
But
you was about to shut this down.
Well, I did shut it down.
Oh,
Yeah, Step My Radio hit stopped in 2010.
Mm.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, because I was like, I was just calling myself focusing on something bigger. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I had been doing production and music for years prior to me starting 7 Mile Radio. So that was probably like, I don't know, 3-4 years or something into me starting 7 Mile Radio. So, I was distracted. I'll say that. I was distracted and, just thinking about the future and including someone who I wanted to be in my life for the rest of my life and shit, and including them in my decisions. Yeah, I can't brought myself to the point of like, yeah, maybe I need to just go somewhere else to start new as far as everything with the media. Now, I wasn't gonna stop doing media, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was just gonna take, doing something down there with it. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like the name 7 Mile Radio would be relevant in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? There is no 7
There's
Mile
no 7
in
Mile in
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
You know what I'm saying? 7 Mile means nothing to Atlanta. It means
but
something
you
to
might be
Detroit.
surprised because
I mean,
there's
it's a lot of
Michigan
Detroit
half
people.
in Miami,
That's-
Telegraph.
but still, like it wouldn't mean the same thing in Atlanta
I got
that
you.
it would mean in Detroit, right? So yeah, for that reason, I was just gonna pack up and move down there, you know what I'm saying, with my new quote family and start new and shit. But then it was, shit
That was
slipped, broke, and came untied. To make a long
Yeah.
story short, so
That was a sacrifice that you had to put thought into.
yeah, I did. I most definitely did.
And that's why I brought up. That's why I asked you because the next was like within these situations of sacrifices, because we always do a lot of sacrifices for other people or try to, and we
I
never
mean, you know what? Me knowing
we never think about how to affect us in this plan or whatever.
Well, sometimes the people that are requiring you to sacrifice don't think about how the sacrifice may affect you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in that instance, now looking back on it in hindsight, it was a selfish thing of that individual to not only suggest, but I'm not going to say require because it wasn't a requirement, but suggest and encourage me to do that, knowing how I felt about what it is I was doing, how passionate it was. Like that just wasn't my person. I was just distracted and, taken away from my vision and my goal.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are my person, you're supposed to add to that, not take away from it.
Right.
So that was, and if I was thinking back then like I am now, then I would have realized that, but I was blinded. As love is blind and it blinds you and
Yes, it
all of that
is.
shit. So it's like,
Love is definitely blind, That's why right now, like I said, I'm open a little bit to dating, but I really don't got the time. Don't waste my time.
Yeah, he said, Alexander said, or how much that sacrifice cost you. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Yeah.
like how it's going to affect you or how much it's going to cost you.
Yes.
People are just thinking about what is in it for them and not what is in it from the sacrifice, but just what's in it from having you. And sometimes it's a control thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes people will try to get you to sacrifice things like that just to see how much control they have over you, to see how much they can manipulate you. You know what I mean?
I've been through, I've done a lot of sacrifices, especially when it comes to love and relationship. Like my last strongest,
Settling.
deepest, I didn't settle. My last,
I have before, but
I mean, I
it didn't
have in the
last long,
past, but I ain't settling now. I've learned a lot. Like, I don't regret anything from my past. So my last relationship was 8 years, and that was my daughter's father. That was my college sweetheart. He was from Miami. I'm from here. He went to school here. We went to separate colleges. We met in college. That was my college sweetheart. Long story short, finished college, wanted a new scenery, moved down to Miami. Everything was good, but when he got comfortable, now that was a sacrifice I made because one, this is why I say I made the sacrifice. I left home. I left here. I've never been I never lived down south, but I have visited and everything. But I never lived down south, especially Miami. Miami is not even part of Florida. It's its own city, state. It is. If you ever hear that, it's true. It is own city and state. So let's just pick up back now. In college, my parents separated. They were separated by, I believe, like coming in my sophomore year in college. And so my dad left the house that him and his wife had together, and she moved on and bought her own house, and he moved on and got another house. The house that he got, even though they were separated, he placed in my name. I was still in college up here, right? He moved into this house, and then he put himself on there because he's going to be in the house. He never fixed it up because he was never always there. Why? Because he was still, even though they were separated, he was still in and out with his marriage with his wife. So he was always at her house. Long story short, that was a sacrifice that I left behind. This house that I live in now, I left behind. I had a house here, a degree. I could have built everything here. So no, I was in love. Moved to Miami. I moved to Opelika, Florida. That is Dade County. I lived in Miami Gardens, Dade County. I lived in Miramar, Dade County. Everything was Dade County. Where I'm coming from was that I made a lot of sacrifices to please my daughter's father because I was in love. Like, I told this man, I was like, listen, first of all, living in Miami is not cheap, it's expensive. We was living in a house. The first house we lived was $1,200. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for $1,200. That was in Opelika. So Opelika, you could think of Opelika as think of, I want to say like Highland Park. And then Miami Gardens, you could say, is like, it's Detroit itself. Then Miramar is like Ferndale. So the last house we stayed in was in Miami Gardens, up the street from the Dolphin Stadium. That was $1,900 for a 3-bedroom and 2-bath. And that was in my name. I put that in my name. So I've been through everything with him. I was engaged with him. He cheated on me one time. My pregnancy was good. He didn't cheat on me during my pregnancy. It was after the fact. And then the only reason why he did it to use this girl who worked at Target. And I was wondering how somebody who don't work a 9 to 5, but he hustle, never do he do his music. But the amount of bags he was coming through the door with, and we got bills and rent to pay. And I'm going to school. I finished my degree in college, but not really. But I finished half of it in Miami to finish my degree off. But I was still going to school to finish that. I only had a year left, and I'm working. And I'm like, this not adding up. How I found out he got locked up in Atlanta for a show, doing something crazy. His homeboys left him, brought all his back and his phone going off. Another woman. Oh, I got this, I got that. I said, I text back, yeah. And I need this money too. I need $500. My baby need this. My baby need that. She need everything. And I ain't say nothing. I didn't tell her who I was. She thought I was him the whole time. When he got back from Atlanta, and I put that bond, the money she gave me, I put half on his bond. She gave me $500. I took it. I said, well, this happened. This is going on with my baby mama, my daughter. This is me. First of all, born and raised in Detroit. Miami made me a hustler. That man he turned me into a whole scammer, a whole hustler. He did. So I lived a legal and illegal lifestyle for years, y'all. I did. And it's a sacrifice because I sacrificed who I was in the beginning, who I was, and the boundaries that I used to place upon myself and upon others and what I wouldn't do and what I would do. But I did this out of love. So I'm like, yeah, put half on his bond, got his ass out. When I got it out, I told him, like, yeah, I got my money, I got everything my baby need. And I told him, blah, blah, blah. I was going to leave him. Pack bags and everything. I said, do you not know I'm living where I vacate? I can't even have a vacation because I'm living where I vacate because every money that I put up for savings or do anything has to go back into this house or back into bills and back to what we need around this house. You barely been doing the minimum. You're barely pleasing. Yes, you're helping with our baby, but all of this other stuff you doing in the streets. And when I found out, I clipped it. It go to crime. Stay for the sake of love at that time, and then we have a family. Got a ring on a finger. Everything. Called the wedding off that time. That was the first time. The second time was the triple. The second was the last. The second time, my daughter, I moved here. Ava will be 6 in July. I'm going to run it up on this sacrifice thing. So I'm running down to y'all why it's so big for me. We moved here when she about like 4 going on 5 years old. And in that time, he met somebody else. He was cheating on me with somebody else at that time when we was still in Miami. This is my house now that we living in, right? And found out, no, before he moved in that house, it was living in another house. It was really his, whatever. And found out or whatever because how he was feeling himself, me and his mother helped him get a 9-to-5 to work from home. Now you got this 9-to-5, you hustling, you making music. I took a break from work to finish off school because now I'm damn near about to graduate. I'm trying to focus. So I helped, did that. You was feeling yourself. That money and everything got you feeling stuff. So now you out in the streets and you got another chick. She know of me. I don't know of her. This woman know of me very well because it's a twist to this story, y'all. Long story short, found out everything, and he did all of this and that. He wasn't working. He lost his job eventually. Still stayed with him for the sake of love. Then I was like, nope, I can't do it because I'm losing me. But you know what's so funny? In the beginning of this story, I told him, if me and you ever make it down, I feel like I'm going to lose me in this process. And I'm never wrong. It took some time to see it, but I got there. I lost me because I went through emotional and mental abuse. Never went through physical, but emotional and mental is the worst because you forget who you are, where you come from, what you stand for. I have a daughter who is looking at what's going on and see the situation at hand. She may be young. She may be confused. She loves daddy to heart. I'm a daddy's girl. My father raised me. So I always give her that. I will always give her that. I'm not going to talk bad about him. I'm not going to do anything to disrespect that. She always have him. So I had to leave. And let me tell you how close I tell y'all. When I told y'all this girl knew me so well. Now, mind y'all, I told y'all at the beginning, I travel back and forth because I go visit. I have family down there that I really never met on my father's side. So my father came from one family reunion down there, and I waited for him to come so he can introduce me to this other side. Here's a kicker, y'all. She's related to me on that side by marriage.
Damn.
I never knew it because I blocked this girl on all social media. We had a little, it's altercation. I'm going to sum it up. Now, this man got kicked out of my house. I put him out of my house. I stayed to live in Miami for my daughter to have a relationship with her father. At this point, this happened in 2017. Here it is, 2018 going on 2019. I'm like, okay, I'll get myself outdated. Like, this is when he's been gone. Like, I'm done. And 2019 come spring was our family, around this time was our family reunion. Blocked her on everything. I post pictures. How can you see those pictures that I'm related to these people and you wasn't there at the family reunion? Because she followed them. Went to this man and said, oh, me and her, that's my cousin. We related. Why are you so happy about this, ma'am? I don't know a clue about this. I worked from home and I was a pharmacy technician working from home. I was working for Walgreens at the time. And working from home, working for Walgreens, I just type your meds up and put it in the system. So I'm on the phone dealing with a customer, a patient on the phone. And his mom comes in, walked through the door like, I need to talk to you about something. I'm trying to hurry up, put the fucking phone on mute. Because her energy, like, I need to talk to G about something. Like, I'm on a call. What's going on? I'm like, what? What's going on? I'm so confused. Now, the reunion's over. My parents left. My family left. I'm like, what's going on? What's up? She's like, yeah. Did you know you and that girl related? I said, what girl related to me? That live here. She said,
Here, there, that
y'all, I'm sorry.
that-
It comes and go. It comes and go. It
that
comes
Flo-
and
that
go.
Florida
It
jumped
comes
up
and go
out of you.
because, like, I gotta go back in July, family reunion, and then I have friends and all of that. Comes and go because my daughter go every school break, every break, back and forth. So anyway, and then like I said, what girl? She said such and such. I said, why would I be related to her? What are you talking about? I just met my family on this end. It took me, I've been knew they've been here. It took me, I had to take some time because I was so engaged with his family. Like my family down there was his family. My family originally down there, I didn't think of as my family because I didn't know them. That's how lost I was so gone. I was so lost in the head, in love and all that. And then when I finally got out, like I said, I started engaging. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She showed me this. I said, how does she know that? So I said, okay, no worries. I reached up a cousin that me and her had, our cousin. I said, yeah, we met. Me and her talked. I said, did I ever talk to you about my personal problems? No. Did I ever tell you about any situation I got going on? No. So how does this person know we related? Oh, yeah.
Well,
She
yeah,
saw the
somebody been
pictures I
talking.
posted. She saw the pictures I posted. She called and asked questions about you. And she told me what was going on. Now I know what's going on. She's like, cousin, I don't want to be involved. I said, you're not involved. I just don't like being lied upon. Because she basically told my baby daddy mom that I knew about all of this. And I never said it. And I said, even if I knew what benefit it was what it was going to do. Because he done already passed sleeping with this woman. And then he'd already put a ring on this woman's finger. Now, that's why I called my wedding off. I threw it back. I was like, I don't want it because now you're trying to have a second family. You think I'm going to accept it. I'm not. So, again, like I said, I made multiple sacrifices. I even left. Eventually, of course, that's why I'm here. Left. I'm happy, everything, long story short. As I'm saying, where I'm coming from, like you give your all to people, whether it's relationships, friendship, and people don't take heed or don't understand how much effort
They don't
and
appreciate it a lot
time
of times.
you put into that. Time is priceless. Time is valuable. I'm sorry. For me, time is valuable. I'm not wasting time. I'm a very blunt person. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. And I will tell you as a heartbeat. If I tell you I want to be friends, we're going to be friends. If we fucking, we fucking. If we not, we not. That's just what it is. Don't waste my time. And it's just point blank, period. And you got people like that, and it just grinds my ears. And then when I gotta be the bitch, because you so used to be being this, understanding, nice person, turn the other cheek, don't say nothing, let God deal with it. That's normally me. But sometimes God tells me to stand up and talk my shit. You gonna get it.
I don't even have a wick. I say like how I say it is like, you got to stick of dynamite, the wick, right? I don't even have a wick. Like it's like
I don't even have a long wooden spoon to feed your ass no more. And that's not just we off my baby daddy. That's just people in general. We
I cut people off a little bit too quick sometimes. Like that might be one of my faults now. You know what I mean? Like it was one point that I was allowing people too close, too quick, just being too friendly, I ain't gonna say too friendly, but too open, and just allowing people to be in areas of my life that they didn't deserve or they didn't earn to be. And now it's like, that was a fault at one point in my life, but now it's like I might be blocking my blessings because I cut people off too damn quick and shit. Because I have zero tolerance for shit to the point where, sometimes I may over exaggerate a situation because like it's just I see an inkling of something. And I may take it and stretch it and throw it all the way down the street and shit with it, go all the way down the street with it because it's like, I'm just going to nip this in the bud before it becomes a problem. So sometimes, I may, but we all human. We all got mistakes and shit. But I recognize that in myself, though, because I've been that person where I was just, wanting to be friends or just when I'm thinking about business, like networking and opening to everybody. But now when I see that everybody don't have that same energy for me, or that some people will use that, look for people with that kind of energy and manipulate them to get out of them what they want, and then try to be, and use a, narcissistic type of approach of spinning it around and making it beneficial for them, and only that. Yeah, I have to really put these thresholds in place, these buffers in place to show me what people are and who they are in my life.
As you should, and that's how it's supposed to be. And when you talk about, shout out to my sister,
Which one of them in there?
K Truly Love.
Oh, that's your
Kai.
sister?
That's Kyra.
I think
That's
I've
the
seen
one.
that name before. Man.
Yeah, because that's the one who linked me with you because I needed it.
Oh. I say, I remember she been following me for a long time.
That's my big sister. So yeah, like I said, and you're right, missing out on your blessings. And that's what happens to me. That's what gets me to fall in these little loopholes with these little goofy, silly situations with people. And when I figured them out, I'm like, not even when I figured out, when I finally like take heed, I'm like, okay. Because you try, and like you say, you cut people off too quick, and you might miss out on your blessings. I'm the opposite. I don't cut them off. I try to give people the benefit of doubt.
I was just about to say, I used to give people the benefit of the doubt, and that was my fault. But now sometimes my fault is me giving them the consequence of the doubt when they didn't deserve it personally. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. But sometimes, a lot of times they do, though. You know what I mean? And I find myself being in a much more solid area of peace because I'm like that, because I've nipped so much bullshit in the bud and prevented it from getting close to me in the first place. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, just being open arms and having to be on the defense. Like, this is my way of being proactive as opposed to reactive and preventing the shit from getting to me, as opposed to waiting until I get hit and having to jump on the defensive and having to figure it out. So it's a give and take. What was the
original title that I want to put, y'all, was equally give and take. But my lovely engineer right here, my friend, gave me the right title because it all falls in place. It does. Because people are giving to take. I give to you, but I'm giving you because I have a hidden agenda.
Like, I'm gonna help.
I have a hidden agenda
I want to
behind
help you because I want to be able to take a receipt back and say,
so I can help
myself.
myself.
I helped everybody. I helped him do this.
I want the accomplishment.
Or I can come back and cash in on that help.
Exactly.
You don't want to help just because I needed the help. You want to help because you want that help to benefit you in some kind of way.
Yeah.
And in some instances, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, if you are genuinely trying to help someone because they need help and not because you are trying to insert yourself into a situation to benefit, it's a different type of person.
Yeah. And that's what's going on this week. So you're absolutely right. I wanted to piggyback on something that you just said, and it just slipped my mind.
I don't know what I said. I said a lot just now. I can't remember.
It really slipped my mind. I'm trying to figure it out. Gone. Crickets. Definitely crickets in my brain right now. Because I had a long day. I mean, it was a nice day.
You
I've been talking to my patients and their family. And that's why I came up with this topic today, because I felt on their feelings. I feel on everybody's feelings. Like I said, energy. Like, boom. There we go. I'm going back to it. I don't give my time and my energy to a lot of people because of that. And that's what I was saying. Because when I knew how valuable of a person that I am, when I knew my worth, not just my worth just in a friendship or relationship, my worth in life general. And y'all need to understand your worth. Seriously. A person, like I told somebody before, they wanted a conversation. A conversation could be free, but where we going with this conversation? It depends on where we're going with the conversation, because it might cost you. I heard it saying a lot, a conversation cost. When I'm out and about with people, at a bar with my friends, and a guy come up to me, and I'm with a group of girls, I'm not giving you all my energy, because right off back, I don't know what you want, but I'm assuming what you want. But because I don't want to assume too soon, don't just sit here and buy me a drink. You want a conversation? You have a conversation with me, but a conversation costs. Okay, what you want? I buy a drink. Okay, if it's 3 of us, buy all 3 of us a drink. And you can have a conversation. I started to reciprocate the energy with people now. And that's how I am. I'm not mean. I'm not trying to be personal about it. But like I said, some people, your shit stink. And if you know your shit stinking, and if I can smell your shit stinking, why are you offended when I flush that toilet? Because I'm tired of the stink. I don't want to smell that shit no more. It's just that simple. So, yep. And then, like I said, you guys, y'all gonna see me again in another hour or so. Y'all gonna see a lot of me. Y'all really are. Like, I do open bar discussion, how I got about, again, I'm gonna say for y'all new listeners and new viewers that viewing in. I got this idea it was really from me and my friends and my sisters. My sisters, when I say friends, my sisters are my sisters. I have about three close friends that I would say outside of my family, but they know my family, so they're like within my family. So I look at them like my cousins, my sisters, so they count. But other than that, you're not gonna see me out with nobody else like that unless like I'm good on energy and bonding. Like I could put, I'm me. I am me. So if I give you me, I try to expect. That was the wrong thing.
Yeah,
Now you
I hit
messing
that by
up.
mistake.
I'm gonna need you.
Go ahead.
Do I gotta get over there and engineer my own show today?
Oh shit! Look at
Like
you.
I did the other two shows. Do I got? Cause you're doing the wrong.
I was just about to give you your props. Now you trying to flush me down the toilet.
Oh yeah, you gonna.
But no,
get
you did the damn thing. Though. I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? 'Cause- and you relieved me because I was just telling people before we went live when I was out there in the news van talking how I've been a little under the weather over the last couple of days, and that was a real help. Like just
Now I did that because it's help and I understand. And plus, this is what I do. I love to do this. I love doing what I do. And y'all gonna see more of me. Y'all might see me doing some narrative, being a narrative on books and audio. I love what I do. So if I have the opportunity to take advantage of to get me to the next step of the stepping stone in my life and my career, again, I'm going to do it. Like I said before, I made a lot of sacrifices. I could have been back home in Detroit in my house. I could have been back home, had my car, had my career. I could have been doing this years ago, but I made that sacrifice to be down south with the person that I thought I was in love with. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm here. And I'm happy. So timing is everything. Right now, that wasn't my time. This now is my time, and I am just glowing, and everything's just falling in my lap like this, like clockwork. Ain't nobody saying my shine. I got to. Nobody's taking my shine for real.
I feel the same way. You know what I mean? I was telling your sister Lexia, right, from the Love Language podcast, when you become full in yourself and complete and confident in who you are, you begin to attract the people that are your people, whether it be business, friendships, relationships, all of that. You know what I mean? Because you put out the energy that is your true energy. You begin to attract. You attract yourself, basically.
Right.
I mean, so that's the reason why a lot of people have problems finding relationships because they truly don't even like or love themselves.
What we talked about on Face the Music, infatuation. People do it for infatuation. People are shallow. People are insecure. So they, like you said, they feed on energy of those who have the confidence, the security, the motivation, everything, the charisma, all that they're looking for. And they're going to keep feeding. They're like, I call them vampires. I call them energy vampires. They're going to suck you dry.
And you can see some of those energy vampires around you, too, because they start to pattern themselves after you. They start doing things like you, talking like you, dressing similar to
like
you, doing
you,
things, just patterning
your
themselves
style,
after
your
you.
face,
taking
everything.
your whole style, right? Just doing things like you, but then they won't give you the credit. They don't want to do it with you. They want to do it separate than you, so they
Because they don't want you to see that. Because you're going to call them out.
They don't want other people to see it. They don't want other people to see you because they'll recognize, like, oh, you doing that because he's doing it.
Yeah, that part. It goes both, yeah. But before we close out, I do want to give my heart out and my condolences again to the terrible shooting in Texas, and to the Sandy Hook, to all the states, to all the incidents that happened in massacre,
200 plus
New York
mass shootings this year.
Yes, to all of them. I want to all of those who lost, not even just shooting, just car accidents alone, just anything. Those who lost a child,
anybody who lost
a loss, not even a loss. Period. I want to give my heart and my condolences out to you. Because it's hard, and my heart has been heavy for the last couple of days. Like,
how about tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary?
Don't tell me, Brittany Dillard. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Brittany Dillard, y'all. She was a true soul. Years ago, I met Brittany Dillard back in middle school and high school days. Yes, I met her and her brother, my dad, and all of them. We was all close and blah, blah, blah. At that time, like, it's just been so long. And it's just like crazy. Like when I got back home, the end of 2019, that's when COVID hit. And I lost so many people close to me, and it wasn't from COVID, y'all. It was not from COVID. This is why I say, hold on dear to what you have. And don't be so quick to jump to make sacrifices. Don't be so quickly to give and help people so quick like that until you really know why and the reasons behind it, and if it's going to benefit you. Because, baby, I done lost so many people close to me, and it wasn't from COVID. and it killed me inside. It did. So I've healed. I'm still healing. We always gonna heal every day. Every day is a healing moment. So, like I said, just be close to them, and I give my hearts and condolences out to them and you all. And thank you for tuning in again to Open Bar Discussion. Welcome to Happy Hour. And again, these seats are available. Anybody who wants to come in and has something on their heart that they want to touch on and let me know. Like I said, Open Bar Discussion. It's open discussion. I don't really do anything that's specific and like topic or anything we talk about. It's open. Just let me know, hit me up, and we can discuss and we can talk about it, and we can get you on the show.
Tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.